Hello, welcome to my channel Grace Creates, and today I am starting a brand new series called Art Wars, where I will be comparing different brands of various mediums and seeing which one comes out on top. I will be focusing on pros and cons of each and seeing which one is worth it and giving you as an artist or hobbyist options on what to buy. Today I will be comparing the gorgeous Prismacolor Premier with the Mega Color from Cretacolor, coloring this picture of Justin Bieber from 2016. Yes, I am a Bieber fan. I was considering trying Polychromos from Faber-Castell, but I'm rather biased towards Prismacolor and found it more fair if I compared Prismacolor to a set that I equally liked. Now, Prismacolor Premier are towards the top end of quality colour pencils. They sell upwards of 560 New Zealand dollars for a set of 150. The set I'm using today is the 36 set, which costed me 150 New Zealand dollars, which is quite expensive for pencils, but the quality definitely shows, and they are most certainly worth the price I paid, if not more so. The blending is so gorgeous. It's so easy to build layers and the blending is so smooth and easy. It came as a downside though as I was colouring and found the pencil picking up what I had drawn, which was kind of frustrating, but fixing it was super easy. The colours are also very vibrant, which I like as well, and the vast colour options that you can get is fantastic as well. You can get them in a set and as individual pencils, which I found to be beneficial. One downside was that there were no greys in the set I bought, which for a set of 36 was mildly disappointing, so I had to spend extra to buy the greys individually. I also found they have a super limited set of metallics, only silver and gold, and despite them both being in the 36 set, which is nice, I found this challenging when it came to colouring the watch in this picture of Justin Bieber. What I did like was their options for skin colours, which was beneficial when it came to colouring this picture. They had two different peachy colours as well as various browns, pinks and oranges, so I was able to have a lot of options and made the colouring process a lot better. I really liked that this set came with a lighter brown as well, which made shading Bieber's face easy as well as the hair and clothing. I also found the colour white extremely effective as I was doing the highlights and colouring over the black background. I often have found in the past the white pencil almost useless and difficult to use, which can be a downside when you have pictures that require some white. I also really love that the pencils have the names of the colours on the side, which made it easy to choose the colours. When it came to the hair, I really like how the colours acted. Again, a lot of choices there with the golden, yellows and browns. The jacket and tattoos also turned out really nicely as well, due to the easy blending and the layering of the pencils. The black was so good and had a lot of depth to it. I didn't have to press too hard to get a dark shadow. Overall, the Prismacolors were fantastic to use. It's no wonder they are celebrated by artists and hobbyists around the world. The finish was so smooth and realistic, which I really liked. And the quality is just top tier. I love these pencils so much. They're definitely up there on my top favourite brands. So now it's time for the Cretacolor Mega Color pencils to compete. Now, I tried these for the very first time this year, colouring the lions from Wellington Zoo, and I loved them. I was honestly very surprised when I used them for the first time. I did not expect them to be a great quality. Cretacolor is a cheaper brand and it really shows the pencils they sell, so I tend to stay away from them as a professional artist. I was also a bit judgmental towards the jumbo size of the pencil. I was expecting a very cheap, poor quality. That's what I get for judging a pencil by its size. The picture quality of the lines was so good, I thought they were a fantastic competitor when it came to colouring this picture of Justin Bieber. These pencils come at an affordable price of $130 for the 36 set, which is the set I'm using. A massive downside is that is the maximum set you can buy. And even though 36 is a decent choice of pencils, compared to Prismacolor, it is a limited choice. There also wasn't a lot of options for individual pencils, so that can also be very difficult. The pencils were also easy to sharpen. I was recommended to buy the pencil sharpener for this brand, so I was very thankful to the salesperson to suggest it. What I also like about the Megacolor brand was that this set came with a dark and light grey. Yay! The colours were also named on the side, and we know now that I as an artist really love that. It also came with a peach colour, but downside there was only one, so I had to get a bit creative when it came to colouring Beber's face, using the browns, oranges and pinks that were available to me. I really loved how the face turned out. I would say this side is as good, if not better, than the Prismacolor side. Such blasphemy. Now, something I did notice as I was colouring the hair was that I was struggling to blend these colours. Unlike the Prismacolor side, which just blended so smoothly, I really struggled to blend these colours. The hair looks alright at the end, but yeah, I would have preferred a much smoother, easier blend. That's something I really struggled with, and it became more apparent as I kept colouring the picture. The finished result is quite grainy, and whilst that does give off that nice natural pencil look, it may not be ideal if you want a more realistic finish. As with the Prismacolor, the white was also useful, but I found it was slightly weaker when it came to colouring over the black background. The colours were easy to layer on as well, but a big flaw I found was that the blending was not as seamless and easy as the Prismacolor, which affected the quality of the piece, especially when it came to colouring the jacket. I was kind of disappointed because I do like these pencils and I wanted them to perform well. But like with anything, there are pros and cons, and in this video I am pointing out both for each brand. Not gonna lie, it still hurt. The finished result of the Megacolor was quite the contrast to the Prismacolor Premier. It has a grainy finish compared to the much smoother and more realistic finish of the Premiers. Despite the Megacolor side of the face being a lot nicer, but overall it was a lower quality. I'm so annoyed about that jacket. So, in conclusion, I love the Prismacolor Premiers. The quality is worth the price paid, the finish is realistic, the blending is a chef's kiss, and the vast colours available is fantastic and provides almost limitless options towards your creative project. On the other hand, despite being a decent quality for the cheaper price paid, the Megacolor pencils are limited with colour choice and the overall finish is grainy, which some artists may not fancy. For me, I remain to like both brands. It really depends on the reference that I use when it comes to choosing brands. I would veer more towards Prismacolors when colouring a human portrait, but for animals, I do really like the Megacolor pencils. I do actually like the finish from both brands. I really love the natural grainy finish of the Megacolor as well as the smooth side of the Prismacolor. At the end of the day, it is up to you to decide which brand is your preference of choice. There is no right or wrong option when it comes to art, which is what makes it so fun to do. So, I hope you liked this video, and I hope it gave you some ideas on what to choose as an artist or hobbyist, and I will catch you next time on Grace Creates.